Welcome back. Now, July is observed internationally as Cleft and Craniofacial Awareness Month, a time dedicated to raising awareness about cleft lip and cleft palate, as well as other craniofacial conditions, while also promoting greater understanding, early intervention and access to life-changing treatment. Well, here in Namibia, Nampharm Foundation has been at the forefront of this cause for more than 2 decades. Established in 2005, the foundation provides free facial reconstructive surgery and comprehensive long-term care for children born with cleft lip and palate. Beyond surgery, it also supports children and their families from infancy through adolescence with a multidisciplinary team that includes surgeons, paediatricians, orthodontists, speech therapists, and other healthcare professionals. We're now joined by the manager of Nampharm Foundation to tell us more about the significance of Cleft and Craniofacial Awareness Month, the foundation's work, the partnerships that make this possible, and how Namibians can become part of giving children the chance to smile with confidence. Carol, good evening and welcome.
Hi, Nina. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for being here this evening.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Well, as I mentioned, July is dedicated to bringing awareness to cleft and craniofacial conditions. Yeah. Usually when we have awarenesses, especially around health conditions, it's, 1 day is dedicated to it, not an entire month. So why is it so important to raise awareness about this condition? And what message is it really that Nampharm hopes that the general public takes away from this awareness month?
Nina, before we started this whole project, we started a foundation for children in Namibia, but we realized there's not enough help, and these kids, some of them were being sent to South Africa, which is quite costly. So we decided to concentrate on this condition and offer the free surgery that the Namibian needed.
Yeah.
But we concentrate mainly, we help, let's say mainly, the Namibian state patients, right from birth, right up to the age of 18. Yeah, everything is free.
That's fantastic. Help us understand this condition. I think a lot of people are familiar with cleft lip, but not so much cleft palate. And also, we were speaking earlier, I wanted to know how a child would get this condition. Is it genetic? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, Nina, I don't have much medical background, but I think my experience with the project has led me to believe, in Namibia, we don't have research, just to say, okay, this is the real cause or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
But it could be genetic, and it also could be maybe a lack of vitamins, specific vitamins that the parents have to take while they're pregnant.
Okay.
Folic acid and things like that, or maybe also the diet. But we can't really pinpoint and say this is the cause in Namibia, because we would be speaking under correction. Yeah, so we haven't carried out research yet.
Okay.
And we have very few families where there's more than one child that has this condition. So, we can't really say it's genetic either.
Right.
When we interview some of the parents and we say, okay, have you ever seen this condition in your family?
And they have not.
Most cases they have not.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't want to put our finger somewhere and say, okay, this is the cause.
What is the difference between the cleft lip and the cleft palate, Carol?
Okay, visually it's very easy to see a cleft lip.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to bore and go into a very lengthy discussion, but it's a cleft lip is an opening on the outside of the lip.
Very visible to the eye.
Very, very visible.
Right.
So you get a unilateral cleft lip, which is just the one side.
Okay.
And then you get bilateral cleft lip, which is two openings. And then in very, very rare cases, you get what they call a midsection cleft lip, which is right in the middle, where most of these kids are actually born with one nostril. So that's actually quite difficult to operate, but we have had some cases that were born like that. Yeah. And then a cleft palate is when there's an opening in the roof of the mouth inside, which is not visible. Even at birth, you can't see it.
Right.
Yeah, so most cases we get to know about this. Maybe there's difficulty in feeding and things like that, and then that's when they discover, no, there's something else maybe that's challenging the child. So that's when they pick it up.
For work of this magnitude, I'm sure that it takes a village to be able to put it together.
Yes.
to be able to do what you do. Who are some of your key partners that you've collaborated with over the years to make this possible?
Okay, the main one I should say at the beginning of everything is actually the Ministry of Health.
Yeah.
We have a 5-year agreement which is renewable every 5 years. So they've been our partner right from the beginning of this whole project. We've got Rhino Park where we do all our operations at the moment now. We have Standard Bank, F&B, and we have Checkers. And recently we've got partners that actually are sponsoring a specific child. We've got Alexander Forbes and Old Mutual. We've got Dynamic Vitality.
Yeah, quite a bit.
No, we've got quite a lot of them, that come on board for us.
And then there's also the aspect of post-surgery where there's support needed for that. I can imagine that you'd need probably some speech therapy, some all of that.
Yes.
Talk to us about that healing process afterwards, and you know, does the therapy after post-surgery differ for the individuals that have received the surgery? How does it work?
Okay, I think in the introduction you talked about a multidisciplinary team. Okay, before surgery, obviously our dietitians are involved, our paediatricians are involved if there's other issues. Then the plastic surgeon comes in. So after surgery, you have the challenge of the speech therapy. Because sometimes at school they struggle to speak, and that also causes bullying and stuff like that, which is quite sad. When they're a little older, we also come through with orthodontic treatment or dentistry treatment and stuff like that. So yeah, that comes later if there's no revision needed for maybe a cleft lip that didn't heal properly or something like that. But yeah, the team is right from birth. And we go with the child until the age of 18.
And all of these interventions that are needed post-surgery, does Nampharm also provide this to the client free of charge with the surgery?
Everything is free, from transport to taxi money and things like that. But I mean, thank goodness for the Ministry of Health, because we service the whole of Namibia, all 13 regions, and we are quite close now to all the health centers, the clinics, you know, the doctors in those regions. So kids are coming forth from those regions, and they get transported by the Ministry of Health to Windhoek for their surgery.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
How's Nampharm going to be commemorating this month? What have you guys got planned, Carol?
Okay, the big one for this month is our Cleft Lip and Palate Awareness Walk. We started, I think, as a year or two back, and it's going to become an annual event. Or it has become an annual event. And this year we're going to be taking off from Rhino Park, parking area there, and it's about 4.5 kilometers walk. So it's just awareness. It's not too much of an exercise adventure. And so it's $50 entry fee, and it's on our website and on our Facebook pages, our social pages. The link is there, and they can download the entry form and enter through the social pages.
Are you Nampharm Foundation on socials?
Yes.
Okay. Across the board.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Instagram and everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
For family watching this evening that didn't know this help was available and now knows about Nampharm Foundation and what you guys do, how can they reach you? And also, what are the, you know, do they need to be referred to a doctor, or can they come straight to you guys? How does it work?
In most cases, people now know our phone numbers and where to reach us. So, you know, sometimes a child that we have helped or a family that we have helped sees another family that needs help, so they refer them to us. But otherwise, they can go to Windhoek Central Hospital and report themselves there, or any health center. And then they will contact us, and then,
Fantastic.
And there we go.
What is it that you want the general public to know about this condition, Carol, that's probably misunderstood, has been misunderstood? You mentioned earlier, because I said, wow, so what did I say to you? And you said, no, it's not that. It's that there's more awareness. These conditions have always been there, but it didn't get the attention that it needed. And so now it's, you know, discussed more mainstream. So it's not that there's an increase in these cases.
No, I think
but just there's more awareness around it.
The awareness has grown. And you know what's sad also, Nina, is in our rural communities, they find this as a curse. They actually say it's a curse, or, you know, witchcraft or something like that. And some kids are hidden. And then I think
never receive the help that they need.
And later on, I think if they meet someone or they see it somewhere, then they realize, oh, okay, this deformity can be actually corrected, and my child can live a normal life. So yeah, I think the awareness is what's making more people come forward.
And of course, with intervention like this, the earlier the better.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and the confidence of the child as well. You know, before they recognize themselves and who they are, it's really helpful.
Carol, wonderful work that you guys are doing. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Nina. Thanks to NBC as well. Yeah.
We'll be back with some more conversation